Barcelona unveils the new Carles Puyol, who was raised in the club's La Masia academy. Pau Cubarsi is Barca's next breakout star right after Lamine Yamal. At the age of 17, he already made his debut for the Spanish national team and destroyed Victor Osimhen in the Champions League round of 16. And he's definitely someone you should start watching right now. So we're gonna tell you how Pau Cubarsi lives. You will be impressed. Click on the like button and let's get started. On January 21, 2007, Xavi Hernández played his 299th game for Barcelona in the Spanish league. The next day, Pau Cubarsi was born. 17 years later, the central defender under Xavi's coaching plays in the Blaugrana's first team and gains fans' love. Barca's head coach notes that Pau is not just one of many young prospects, but a special player who already plays like a team captain. He is already playing like a captain. I'm not sure how old he is. He looks like a veteran, with his bold delivery and his aggressiveness in defense. And he doesn't lose duels. I'm very satisfied with him, Xavi says. Probably no one would have known about Cubarsi so early on if it hadn't been for his forced debut, when he started the game against Betis in January due to Andres Christensen's injury. That was the night when Pau immediately showed a game of extra class. And after the match, 17-year-old Cubarsi was left on the bench only once in La Liga, becoming an indispensable player in the starting 11. I've been at this club all my life, but when I go onto the pitch, I'm not thinking about my age. I feel like one more player helping the team, and I just try to give everything I have, Cubarsi assures. The boy's maturity shocks even Robert Lewandowski. Catalonia Radio has only recently revealed Pau's dialogue with a Pole in the locker room after that match against Betis. Pau, how old are you? 16 years old and recently turned 17. Don't lie to me. No, I swear, Robert, I'm 17. Listen, it's impossible to believe. It's impossible to play this performance in a game at this age. I've never seen anything like this before. Cubarsi's life is turning into a real dream, and would think it deserves your likes. And there is a person who noticed Pau's abilities even before he became famous. This is Pau's friend Lamine Yamal, someone with whom they played for a youth team of the same age and share a room in La Masia and now in the national team camp. I had always seen Pau Cubarsi as different, ever since we were kids. Pau is a top 3 defender in the world at bringing the ball out from the back. He's a very nice guy. I almost have him as a housemate because we live together in La Masia. A nice, humble kid. Very good person, Yamal reveals. It's no wonder that now there are such unpleasant, but still expected transfer rumors around Cubarsi. This Spaniard is wanted by Chelsea and PSG, who never seem to get tired of taking their best talents from the Catalans. In order not to lose their diamond, Barcelona are ready to offer 17-year-old Pau a new long-term contract. According to the latest information from the Marca newspaper, the contract extension will have 2 stages. As Cubarsi is still a teenager, he cannot sign a long-term professional contract yet, but the club will give him an improved deal for a little less than a year until he turns 18. After that, Pau's contract will see a slight increase in the release clause, as it's currently worth around 10 million euros, which is very dangerous for the culés. When the defender is 18, he will be able to sign a proper contract that will last until 2030 or 2031, depending on when it's signed, and the release clause will reach 1 billion euros, as was done in the case of Lamine Yamal. Cubarsi's salary is still unknown and it's hard to estimate, but according to the Capology service, his friend Yamal receives 32,000 euros a week. Barca will not skimp on Pau and will try to equate him to the same level, doubling his salary after each season to gradually bring him to the level of Ronald Araujo, who receives 7 to 8 million euros a year. Marca adds that neither side is nervous and is looking for a compromise. Cubarsi and his family want to stay in Barcelona because they feel more comfortable there than anywhere else. And this makes sense because Pau has been in Catalonia since birth. He took his first steps at the Girona Academy, but in 2018 ended up at La Masia, where he grew up and came to where he is now, thanks to Barca's coaches. In fact, not only the coaches. La Masia has a 24/7 teaching staff, psychologists and various mentors who provide students with specific knowledge so that they always have the prospect of becoming someone else if football suddenly doesn't work out. When I came here as a little kid, they started teaching me about Barca DNA. I'm very grateful for everything they taught me at La Masia, as a person too. The values, because this is more than a club, and how they helped, not just with my football, but also academically. Pau was quoted by the Barcelona press service. This is really impressive care for the young guys, and it's clear why Cubarsi doesn't see himself anywhere else. In 10 years' time, I hope I'm still at my lifetime club, at Barca, being an important part of it and giving all I have in every training session and every game. Especially since his football heroes are also Barcelona legends. I've always said that my idols are Puyol and Piqué. Puyol was about security, ambition and character, both on and off the pitch. He was a role model, and Piqué is another. I watched him on TV when I was little and liked his style. I visualized the way he played, shared Cubarsi in a recent interview. It's partially clear that Pau has adopted Puyol's modesty in life. Cubarsi, like his idol, shows all his passion on the pitch, but remains a private guy off it, saying almost nothing about his personal life. All we know is that his family lives in the municipality of Bescano, in the small town of Estanyol, but the player lives in La Masia to focus on his development, and he takes a taxi to visit his family on weekends. He doesn't have an expensive car yet, which could attract the attention of the whole city. His father Robert, mother Gloria, and sister Irene protect him from the media and any unnecessary attention. Cubarsi's family members are grateful to journalists and all the various acts of support for Pau, but they want to keep their privacy intact. We are very happy for him and for all of them. They deserve what is happening to them. They are a very hardworking and simple family. They are very good people. Estanyol residents, who however chose to remain anonymous, told Marca. So far, Barca fans have no chance to see Cubarsi in the company of young girls, showing off a new expensive supercar or posting himself in luxury branded clothes on Instagram, even though the footballer already has more than 1 million followers there. At most, a simple and nice photo while on vacation in Italy with his sister Irene. However, motivated Catalan girls do not stop and regularly shower Cubarsi with compliments on social media. How handsome are you with that smile? I really admire your potential. It's a shame that it's impossible for me to meet you. You are very handsome and I will not miss any of your games. The most beautiful of all. In general, Pau is a very outgoing guy. After breaking into Barcelona's first team, he signed a contract with the guys from Adidas and became friends with Ronald Araujo and Joao Cancelo. We are a tight unit, a great team, but especially Ronald. He's helped me tactically and personally, and Joao Cancelo, who's one of the funniest guys in the team. He's always happy and makes you feel comfortable. Cubarsi shares. Cancelo not only jokes with Pau, but also promotes him on social media. In the comments to the young man's post, the Portuguese fullback called him Franz Beckenbauer Cubarsi, comparing him to the legend of German football and one of the best defenders of the 20th century. It's noteworthy that even after being promoted to the first team, Cubarsi keeps in touch with his La Masia teammates. Just go to his Instagram and see how the youth players, led by Yamal, poke fun at him with hearts, lights, and the words, what a cutie in the comments. There is only positive and humor between the guys. It'll be especially interesting to see Pau face off against Kylian Mbappe next season when the Frenchman moves to Real Madrid. Although the battle between Cubarsi and Mbappe could happen sooner if Pau and Kylian play against each other in the Champions League quarterfinals, where Barcelona will face PSG. And even after the battles in the strongest club tournament, they both may meet at the Olympics or Euro 2024 as members of national teams. It'll be very intriguing and intense test for Cubarsi. Anyway, we wish Pau every success and hope that he will become a great footballer for the club of his heart and soul. Friends, write in the comments your opinion on Pau Cubarsi. Is he still one of the many youngsters who is just lucky, or is he already a real top? Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Inside Football. Thank you all, have a nice one, and see you in a bit.